Welcome back to the Dragon Ball Legends podcast. Diving in for episode 50. Hello, monkeys. So for this week, we just got didn't get too much crazy stuff, right? We're probably just looking forward to the future mostly, but we did get Zenkai Frieza, right? I think Zenkai Frieza is probably like one of the most anticipated things that we got going on for us. Today, we are joined by BattleAmore.
Hello, everybody. Peace.
And ZVG.
And the controller god himself. Yo, what's up, guys? That's good. That's good, guys.
All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first topic, which is obviously it has to be the Zenkai Frieza. What, you want to break this man down for us, ZVG?
Sure, no problem. I can break it down. All right, so we got Zenkai Frieza. Obviously, as Azdeek said, a highly anticipated Zenkai for the LOE mains out there. I don't know if there are any more in existence, or the Dandre and Goresh. But for the LOE mains, obviously, LF Frieza Zenkai was one that was highly anticipated and highly needed in the current meta, where LOE was kind of like dead, like tier 5 type team, you know? And so his Zenkai got announced, and he got better, but he didn't get extraordinarily better. Okay, so his defenses did not change at all post Zenkai, but he did get some extra offenses, which is all right. I guess, I mean, obviously, his offense was the best previously, but his defense now is still great. 186,000 defense for both strike and blast defense is pretty good either way. So I'm glad that they did not touch this guy's defense at all, because it was already pretty good, and they just buffed his offenses, right, which is pretty good. He got more damage. I mean, he has some like LMS buffs where like if one ally tag Frieza Force or Lineage of Evil dies, he gets damage inflicted. Another fight attribute downgrades for 30 timer counts and -2 to blast R's cost, which cannot be cancelled. And obviously his universal support got a bit better, 30% now instead of 25%. Nothing too crazy right there. And he now cancels enemy buff effects, which is like, you know, the anti-cover change and all the other stuff. So that's pretty good as well. And he also gets card draw speed when he enters the battlefield, which is, you know, for long combos. His new damage with his new stats, it's pretty good. But the issue with Frieza for me personally is the fact that he's good, but he should have been great, if that makes sense, right? Because we all know the LOE sucks, right? And when a team sucks, they really need, especially a team like LOE that you know for a fact is gonna get like a lot of releases throughout the year. I think they should have really made this guy like, you know, mid to high S tier levels of power, and not, you know, quote unquote balanced like how Goten was balanced. Obviously, Goten being balanced makes sense since he is a hybrid Saiyan, and they don't want to break hybrids beyond belief even further than what they did with Revival Gohan. So I think Frieza should have been like mid to high S tier, insane tanking, great damage. His support's already pretty good. Yeah, he can obviously chain off the green card, which is the cover change with the green card or special, which is phenomenal, by the way. And that green card, bro, that green card is so vital in this current meta where like you need to pick and choose who you Rising Rush. So you pop the green card, stun them, Rising Rush, boom, and they're gonna be dead. And obviously his ultimate does insane damage, even more so now with the new Zenkai stats and everything. So I think it's good, but for me personally, I think it should have been great. And that's where, you know, they fall short for a team like LOE. What are you guessing?
I agree. I think honestly, even when going on Twitter and I was looking initially, I was watching some of the showcase, obviously Goresh being one of them and stuff like that. I think the GOAT actually said it best. It's just that this guy, LOE, is still kind of like reliant on the blue cooler, right? I definitely can see that for sure. Like, I mean, I think he fulfills his role. I think a lot of people mostly just kind of like wanted someone that's like tanky enough and stuff like that. He provides the support. Like how you said, he's full of utility, but I truly don't think like he's busted. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't think like he's like the best unit on LOE. Or, you know, and that can be argued, definitely, because a lot of people are going to probably in the chat, you guys are probably like, yeah, he's definitely the best unit, but I don't know. It's just, I don't see him being like absolutely like majorly impactful, you know? I don't know. What do you think, Battle?
I mean, to me, when he got a Zenkai, I was mostly surprised on what he could do. Like, yeah, I think they held back a lot with him because making him a way broken unit when he's only a support unit would be very terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
And Yeah, and I know they are preparing for the future of the leader slot and stuff. So with this Zenkai and everything, I think they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I agree.
I think when you look at it, you said that he's a support unit, but yet they don't want to make him broken. But you have to look at other unit like Bardock,
Bart, yeah.
who's also a support unit, but then he's tiers. Like I think he's a full like tier, like a few high spots above this Frieza, bro. Like the difference is easily noticeable when you fight those two units, right? And you also have FSK, who also has insane support, but he's at the best in the game. So when you look at it, like Bardock and Gohan, their tags are not gonna die. Like Super Saiyan sell well, Sun Family sells well, Hybrid Saiyan sell well, but LOE, we know for a fact that LOE hardly gets any buffs throughout the year. So I think this is one LF Zenkai where they should have broken that whole balance thing that they've been going on for the past few months, which is a good thing, right? Because the Zenkai should be a choice, not a necessity, if that makes sense, right? But for LOE in particular, a team that's been dead for so long and will rarely ever see any support in the near future, I think they should have bit the bullet and just like made him like Bardock or like close to Bardock level, if that makes sense, But they didn't, which is perfectly fine. But I feel like it just really didn't boost LOE to where they should be in the meta right now, and that's just my take on it.
Yeah. It's just I completely agree with you too, right? In that aspect, it's just like I don't know, like they easily could have made these guys like so like I know they want to balance them, and I know a lot of people are saying like it's actually good that they're balancing these Zenkais and stuff like that. But it's just LOE still, unless you have them like at a lucrative amount of stars, right? Like 14 stars everyone, it just I don't know, like I just don't see them being like the absolute top of like the iceberg, like they're not just going to be going into PvP with low stars or anything like that and just dominating like other teams, specifically hybrids, right? Like yes, you do need the LF Zenkai, but you can run hybrids with just Zenkai Gohan. You can run it with like a 3-star revival Gohan, a 3-star future Gohan, and you're good to go. Like that's going to be like a cream of the crop team right there, right? No matter, even if they are at low stars, and then once you start getting more stars on them, you're going to see significant boosts in that team. But it's just LOE, you definitely need the stars for them.
Yeah. I can
also,
totally understand what everyone is thinking about the LOE. It's just, we all know that they are trying to make this game more balanced with the Zenkais. And that was just my take on it. But yeah, LOE needs more fairness in that. They need a unit that actually is broken.
Yep.
I think for tags like LOE, Vegeta Family, Dragon Ball Saga, those tags, they shouldn't get balanced Zenkais. Because those tags are tags that are one-off tags, if that makes sense. They're tags that when the unit comes out, they'll be random stuff, but they're not a locked team for the future. Like Godki, a locked team. Godki just gonna get units forever, right? Saiyans forever. USS right now is gonna get a lot of units because a lot of stuff happened in that particular saga. Future, same way. Goku Black, Zamasu, they have a lot of things to do with Future. But for teams like LOE and Vegeta Family, it's like they really get buffs, and when they do get buffs, it's not enough. I think LOE has gotten what, 3 Zenkais this year, and they're still not like, the team just isn't that good, if we're being real, compared to other teams in the game. And I will always bring this up. Movie has got 1 banner this year, and he's a top 3 team in the game. LOE has gone LFs, Zenkais, and all this other stuff. Same with GT, and they're still not at the level that movies are at, and they've gotten way more support. So I feel like they should really, like, they know how to balance Zenkais. Obviously, these past 4 months have proven that they do know how to balance Zenkais, which is a good thing. But they also know how to break units, evidently by the top units in the game. So I think that for tags like LOE and Vegeta Family stuff, they should give them like one of those units and then give the balance stuff afterwards, Because imagine if this Frieza was like Bardock level, man. LOE would be amazing in the meta with like Blue Cooler, this Frieza, and also the LF Frieza that just came out not so long ago. But I've been saying the same thing over and over again, but yeah, that's pretty much it pertaining to balance and broken Zenkai pertaining to different tags in the game.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got right here on LF Frieza. It's just He's just one. He's good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If you're an LOE main, then you definitely are probably rejoicing and stuff like that. But you know that you're going to have to rely heavily like on your skill set more than just on the team. Whereas like other teams are definitely carried by specific units in some way, shape, or form, right? But that being said, moving on to the next topic, we got Kakarot Goku. He got his Zenkai, right? I think he's pretty good. What about you? What do you think, BattleAmore? Why don't you break this guy down for us?
For a free-to-play unit, Kakarot Goku is just saying he's pretty good. It's unusual for a Zenkai to not get a damage reduction in the defense on when it covers, but from what he does and what he helps, he does a lot.
Yeah.
For first, when he used his main ability, they twinked a little bit. They added card draw speed to it, and a bit more damage and ki. But I'm most surprisingly about the change of the abilities of not the first one, because the first the Endless Adventures is still the same. But the second one, the Saiyan Raised on Earth, when as following effect per tag, some family Super Warriors or Saiyan Saga Z is in the party other than this character, and he gets the buff like 25% strike and ki recovery, so he can be put in many more teams. I'm still boggled why he's not a Super Warrior. He buffs
I was
them,
just about to ask because I saw he buffed Super Warriors in his uniques, but then when I look at his tags, he doesn't have it. Like, that makes no sense. Like,
yes,
oh my gosh, man.
I'm so disappointed that he did not get the tag. Even though I understand it, I am very disappointed. Even though I know what he's buffing, like his Zenkai's abilities, for example, the power of friendship. He applies there every time when these cards switch to standby. Like if it's a Psalm family, 10% to crit rate up for 15 timer count. If it's a Super Warrior, 35% damage to blast damage for 50 timer count. Or if it's a Saiyan Saga C, it's a 35% to strike damage until 15 timer count. Why is Super Warrior tagged to buffing them here? I do not understand this. I understand that he had part of the abilities of Super Warriors and stuff. But why doesn't he have Super Warriors? That boggles me.
Yeah.
So much. I tested him around the Super Warriors a lot, but he doesn't have that synergy with them. The only one he has synergy with is an old unit, the Blue Krillin, from what I have tested out.
Yep.
And yeah, the Blue Sparking Krillin from the Cell Saga.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely does suck, bro. Like, it's just like they needed to do just one thing to make this guy actually like really fun, like a lot more fun, and actually possibly potentially maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but viable, right? They just needed to give him the Super Warrior tag right here, because it's just like how you said, if you slap him on Super Warriors, like yeah, you're gonna get these buffs right here, right? The Sun Family Super Warrior, the Super Warrior one is specifically, but it's just like the rest of the Super Warriors, they're not gonna be buffing him, right? All the EXs, the only EX that's going to buff him of the Super Warriors is gonna be Yamcha, just because they share the same color, right?
Yeah.
So it sucks, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it really does. I had the same issue, the same problem that you do with it as well. It's just that fact right there. I thought when we first got his preview on Twitter, it literally was talking about how you're going to be able to buff Super Warriors with this character, with this Zenkai, and I was like, dude, that's sick. Super Warrior buffs, right? That's something that I want, but it just definitely fell short right here. They definitely missed the mark, and even though they gave him the Super Warrior buffs and stuff like that, he still feels pigeonholed into just a pure Goku team, or even like just Saiyans in general.
Yeah, and what also boggles me is he buffing Saiyan Saga C. He is not part of Saiyan Saga C. Why is he buffing them? Why did they add that? I do not understand.
Yep. And that's actually a really good point too, right? Because he's not even on the Saga. So even if we get like a full team with Saiyan Saga Z buffers, they're not going to be buffing him, right? Because he's not part of it, because he's from the game. That's actually crazy.
Unless they are Saiyans, it will not buff him. Like, you want to, if it is the Saiyan Saga, you kind of want to use the LF Piccolo.
Yeah.
Because the LF Piccolo is one of the greatest units I have seen. Like, he does so much. But to not be able to use him when this character buffs the Saiyan Saga, just back and forward with what is going on. Even with his last Zenkai ability is 35% to blast damage when he is clearly strike based.
Yep. So
I think
oh god.
after hearing you guys talk about this Goku, I realized this just reminded me of the free-to-play Gokus that we got prior to the anniversary, and how they released 6 units, and all 6 units can be run on the same team. Like, I've never seen a more wasteful time, resource waste or whatever in a game than that, bro. Like that just, this whole Kakarot Goku thing about him buffing Super Warriors when he's not on the tag, and Saiyans when he's not on the tag, is just so stupid that there's no real reason I could see them doing this. And it also makes it even worse that the one team that he can be ran on, his support is absolutely atrocious. 10% to critical rate for 15 Tamaka for Sun Family. Why would you give this guy that buff to Sun Family and give Super Warrior and Saiyan Saga Z 35% to damage inflicted, when you know for a fact that this guy is not going to be ran on those teams at all, because he doesn't buff the tags, and the tags are not going to buff him. So why get? I think they should have given him the simplest fix I've ever seen in this game right now, is to just add on Kakarot Goku, Saiyan Saga Z, Kakarot Goku, Super Warrior. Would it make sense? No. Would anyone be mad at it? No. Like, give this guy the tag so he can actually be ran on these teams, because him having this support ability doesn't guarantee that he's gonna be ran on the teams at all. I don't think anybody other than BattleAmore would even try to run this guy on Super Warriors or Saiyan Saga Z, if we're being real, right? And I think the biggest thing about it is the fact that he's an HP buffer for Goku. So obviously, you know, that triple HP Saiyan team, which I haven't fought it yet, but I'm pretty sure that it's not fun to go up against at all, because you guys know how I feel about Saiyans already. But yeah, just having 3 HP benches makes it harder for us to kill them, even though they can't really kill us as fast, because obviously they won't have enough damage, but they'll be tanky as hell, and we'll be able to farm like three Rising Rushers. So other than that, I think he's okay. I haven't seen too much from him that, you know, makes me think that, okay, yeah, he's good. I think he's okay at the very best. Obviously, if he lands a feint, then, you know, he'll be able to do like a lot of damage at that point, but that's RNG at the end of the day. So I don't think this guy's like a good Zenkai. I think he's an okay Zenkai, and if you want to run him on Saiyans, then by all means do so. If you want to run him on Saiyan Saga or Super Warriors, well, tough luck, because he doesn't buff the team and they don't buff him, so it is not gonna go a lot at all for you. So yeah.
Yeah, the problem with this Goku, Kakarot Goku, is he has no synergy at all with any of his boosting team. The only thing is Sun Family, but it doesn't really buff anything. It's just increasing crit rate. And the only thing of his ordinary C ability is HP for Goku's, and his Zenkai abilities is Red Tag Saiyan. It's not even a fully Zenkai ability, but it doesn't really help anyone.
Yep.
Unless you actually just using Goku's.
Yep. It's, you know, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what they're doing, man. I actually saw someone bring up a good point in the chat too. It's just that they said that they only think that they made this Zenkai right here just because like the game is getting some bonus like content on Switch or something, or it's coming out on Switch or whatever. Just to go ahead and promote it in that aspect. And it's just like they kind of just did like a lazy, like, you know, like a half-baked job on it. Like, it just, like how you said, like I think he's fun. Like, I really do like this unit. Like, even before the Zenkai, he was always like a cool like gimmick unit, but they just reduced him down to like a collector's unit, right? It's just like, oh, someone like, oh, like he's free to play, like I want him in my box and stuff like that. But at most, you're only going to get value from his Z ability, which is still pigeonholed into just purely Goku, right? I mean, unless they do something crazy, like if they potentially in the future like add more tags, they add more tags to him, or what I really wanted from this unit, from his Zenkai, and I know it's actually asking a lot, but I think what would have really sold me on this unit is if they would have let him HP buff not only Goku, but Super Warriors, right? If they would have let him HP buff Super Warriors, give him the Super Warriors tag, And, you know, I would have been more than happy with that. Like, yeah, he would have still been missing out on the Saiyan Saga Z stuff, but I still would have been extremely happy with that. It just, I don't know. Like, it just, I feel like that we got gypped in
I
a way.
100% agree with you.
Yep.
Though the Goku is still a cool unit to use. He's free, so I did not really expect much from him. But it would have been great if they actually did something.
Yep.
That made sure he was possible for the team he's buffing.
Yep. And you know, it still sucks too, just to go on, like, I know, like, I'm being a little bit negative here, but even if they were to go ahead and like say that they release some more like Super Warriors, right? Say they release like Super Warriors specifically from the Saiyan Saga Z, like that actually sounds like it would be some juicy buffs that this Kakarot Goku would be able to give, but they still wouldn't be able to buff this Kakarot Goku regardless. Like, that's because, like you said, he doesn't have the Saiyan Saga Z, he doesn't have the Super Warriors tag, right? So even if they did that and indirectly buffed him in a way, it still wouldn't mean a lot for him specifically.
Yeah, exactly. So, say what you will with the unit, he's okay, but still a weird choice of abilities to give him.
Yeah,
I think they really need to be better when it comes down to these tag diversity, if that makes sense. Because they're saying that they want people to run more teams with the leader skill update, but yet they do stuff like this to where they gimp this unit and they gimp a team that people actually, you know, some people in the world would actually like to run, which is Super Warriors, right? Like BattleAmore. Like, if this guy just had the tag, like, it's one thing to not buff the team, but it's another thing to have the entire team not buff you. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, that's why you can use like Red Gogeta on Saiyans. He doesn't buff the team, but he's getting everybody's buffs. You know, so I really think that they missed the mark with this guy by not giving him the Super Warrior or the Saiyan Saga Z tag. And you can say that they want to be true to the series or whatever, but yet they didn't give him a Jube, regeneration, and all that other stuff. So it's like they're very hit and miss when it comes down to certain tags. And I think that they really should like just add it to him, like how they added Future to the Green Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in the update, honestly. So, but yeah, he's alright, he's good. I mean, he's okay. If you want to run him, that's fine, he's fun. But if you want to be like competitive, I don't think that you would bring this guy on your team at all, to be fair.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, he is a fun unit, but if he doesn't buff anything that says an ability that doesn't help him himself, it's not really much to think about with the unit.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
It's an okay unit with weird abilities.
yeah, he could have been a lot better though. I'm not gonna lie. He actually could have been like super fun. He could have been a decent option for a lot of people, a lot of players out there, especially new ones. But you know, that's Legends for you. I'm not gonna lie. You know, sometimes you know they really do be taking 2 steps back. But that being said, this is going to be the next topic that we actually do have is kind of just like a little one right here. Is that we did get an interesting platinum equip, right? Like we got this new platinum equip right here, which is the No Way You've Lived Long Enough, and it portrays Bardock right here, right? It portrays Bardock right here. It's specifically for anime original sagas, so that's very interesting. So you can see these are the people that actually can use it. It's not a lot. There's not a lot of people that can actually use it right here. It looks like it's like the filler arc and stuff like that, and then some of the like the anime specials, all that good stuff. What do you guys recommend farming this equipment?
I do.
Okay.
I don't
do
think so
recommend it.
because, well, yeah, obviously it's a platinum equipment. Obviously, if they do release more Bardocks in the game, I think you would want this on him. But I even though it has critical on it, which is like a terrible slot to have on any equip, it still gives 10% pest move damage on that same slot. So even just disregarding the critical, right, you're getting pest move damage, strike attack, and blast attack of the 35%. So I would say, granted, obviously this is pretty good on like any Bardock, any, you know, the LF Frieza would be a good choice on it. Would it be a great choice? Probably not, but still, it's a platinum equip. So make sure you guys, you know, obviously try to get like at least a S if you can get a Z, because I know that these platinum equips are very hard to like get Z's off and stuff. So, but yeah, I think it's a good equip. I think it's good.
I think it's very good. I mean, he fits on the teams that usually don't have much equipment on them. Like, sure, Frieza has all the equips that is for LOE. That is no problem. But the like Pycon and every other Super Kaioken Goku, Shield or the Bardock squad, they don't really have much equipment to go with.
Yeah.
So with this plat equipment to give them extra buff, especially for Pycon then. But I am most excited for what is coming because of this equipment.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So I guess we can do a little bit of speculation right here too. Is that once this equip kind of came out, I saw immediately everyone was like talking about, oh, Bardock is going to be the next LF. Like that's it. Kind of feels a little bit strange to me, but you know, I guess. Have they ever done it where they released an equip like this specifically for like a niche tag and then release a unit like to pair alongside it?
When they usually release these kinds of equipment, a Zenkai came along with it.
A Zenkai. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking more so a Zenkai is coming, right?
So does that mean the Red Bardock might be getting a Zenkai?
Dude, honest, that's what I was heavily like thinking. Like I was completely like zoned in and focused on like that the Bardock is going to get a Zenkai. But at this point, it's hard to tell. It's very, very hard to tell. Like you have a lot of options here and stuff like that. So I have no clue.
Yeah, because we do have the Battle Gauntlet of Bardock too. And because of that, everyone is speculating that a new Bardock might be coming, or either the green or the red Bardock might be getting a Zenkai.
Yep. Yeah, you know, speaking... Go ahead.
I wouldn't be opposed to them getting a Zenkai, to be honest with you. But if they give Red Bardock a Zenkai, I think they really need to take off that restriction on him. But then again, I don't want Saiyans to get any buffs. So better yet, make it 100 counts for him to transform. Thanks.
I mean, it could be not for really Saiyans, but it could be for the Bardock squad, which makes me more happy.
Yep. 100%, bro.
Ooh, Bardock squad. I forgot that team existed, to be honest.
Dude, it's almost the same with the Super Warriors. People are thinking.
Yep. And, you know, honestly, I would love for them to do, like, a whole, like, event centered around Bardock and his squad right there where they can just Zenkai all the EXs and stuff like that. And, you know, it definitely, I don't see it happening at all because I wanted that to happen with the Ginyu Force, but obviously we only got Ginyu himself as the Zenkai. But I would definitely love for them to have an event because that platinum equip that we were just talking about, it does apply to the Bardock squad as well, right? And so having a whole like a little event, they could do something similar to Dokkan where it's just like, you know, everyone has like a unit, like a specific unit and stuff like that, right? Because Dokkan was able to give all of the Bardock squad and they got an LR from it too, which was pretty nice. It was a pretty cool event. I want to see some more like free-to-play events like that coming into Legends. Not the 6 free-to-play Gokus that don't buff each other, that don't fit on with each other at all. Like, it's just something more. Yeah. They need to take a page from Dokkan's book.
Yeah, but it will be interesting to see what more things will come.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This. So, because the Battle Gauntlet was with Jiren, but we got the God of Destruction Toko.
Yeah. That is true.
Means that
something relative.
Similar will happen. Yeah, something relative. It means the same tag. That means that something anime original is about to come.
Yep.
Either as a Zenkai or a new unit. Because, yeah, will be in the next discussion because it's the soon video and stuff.
Yeah, so but before we actually get into the video and stuff, we also have one more topic to cover, and it is going to be the Legends Ultimate Pickup, dude. So we got a new banner. Obviously, it's the Legends Ultimate Pickup right here. And, you know, I personally would say, like, I don't know. For me, I don't think this is worth it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't feel like any of these LFs I personally need. But I do know that Kid Buu is, like, hands down, like, one of the best, if not the best, non-LF Zenkai, right? Or non-Zenkai LF is what I meant to say. And so if you're chasing after Kid Buu, he has a 0.5% drop rate on this. But as for the rest of the units, I mean, unless you're specifically chasing for more copies of this Frieza so you can get his fresh new Zenkai Awakening, I don't think this is like an amazing banner right here. What do you guys think?
I don't think so either. I mean, Boo and Broly, those sold me in that banner, but everyone else is kinda back and forward.
Yeah.
I would have been totally sold if the purple Goku Black was there.
Yeah, dude. I think they should have added him.
Listen, every pickup is trash until they have Crop Zamasu, Purple Rose, and Future Gohan in it. Until then, they're all trash to me. Thanks.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. That's honestly a respectable take, right? Because I wouldn't suggest dumping your CC.
I need those three, bro. I think pickups are okay, but I don't think I should summon on this banner because the big issue with this pickup, the big issue with this pickup is the fact that it has LOE units, but the LOE units need Zenkais, and the Zenkais aren't out right now. So even if you are chasing them, it will make no sense. And but I just think that the banner is just okay. I think the main star of the banner is obviously Kid Buu, to be honest with you guys. But even then, I don't think this banner is a banner that you want to chase Kid Buu on, to be fair.
Yep. I 100% agree.
I mean, I think it's better to just save up and expect waiting for news about the video and stuff.
Yep, exactly. I think that's always the best option too. Is just wait for because the news and stuff or the video and stuff is right around the corner, and we're going to be able to see. And if that's something that you're not interested in summoning on, maybe throw a multi on here if you really want or need some of these units. But it's just like there's not a whole lot, right? Like I don't imagine that a lot of you guys really need this green metal cooler or this red Frieza, right? I mean, although this red Frieza is pretty good, but you guys can get him by other means, right? From other banners and stuff like that he pops up on occasionally. And it's just and then just purely and simply is that there's been better pickup banners. There's 100% been better pickup banners. I don't think this is the one to yoink your CC.
Yeah.
But
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but that being said, now we can go and get into basically like the future stuff that we possibly might be getting. Is we have a video and stuff coming up for this Tuesday, and there's a lot of speculations going on and stuff like that. I think it's pretty much everyone generally knows that this is going to be an LF step up banner, right? It's going to be an LF step up banner. Because I believe on the tweets, I can actually pull it up right here, is that on this tweet right here, it says new info on a new character, like as in singular, right? And that's pretty much how all the LF step-ups have been as of lately. What do you guys think of this?
I mean, I'm excited because I'm excited of the event info and the special rules PvP. That made me curious.
Yeah, oh yeah,
that made me very curious.
That is true. I have no clue what they're planning on doing with that, but do you think we're possibly be getting like a big update here for PvP?
There might be. I mean, we might be actually getting more info on the leader stuff. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
We might get information, like I said, leader and stuff. It might be even changes to the rules of PvP itself. We never know. It's just special rules that they will announce. Though I'm interested in the new character because of the new plaid equipment that gives anime original characters.
Yep.
Because there are so many filler arcs in Dragon Ball, so there can be so many that can be put in this.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm seeing in chat too is that on the JP Twitter account, they said that the special rule is going to be called Summon Shield. What do you think that's going to be and like consisting of? That sounds wild to me. I don't even know where to begin with.
Summon Shield?
Yeah.
That just makes me confused. I do not know what. As a PvP rule, I would have been thinking of summoning, but Summon Shield.
Yeah.
Huh. might be very interesting. I have no comment about that because I have nothing in my head right now about that. Because every time I hear summon on new units. Simple as that.
Yeah, I don't know, because it kind of sounds a little bit odd to me, because I feel like you know how like they have that website, they have the special Dragon Ball Legends website where you can have like special game rules and stuff like that. They have like a summon seal rule where basically like you summon your characters and stuff like that. They have like specific game modes like on the website. They have like an official website and stuff like that. So it makes me think that what are they gonna start like bringing like that, implementing that into the game with like special rules and stuff like that, because they've already kind of introduced it in a way, like in a third-party website and stuff like that. But I feel like no one was using it. Like hardly anyone was using it. We were actually here at 5-9 Gaming. We were using it for the league and stuff, but it seems like a lot of people weren't aware of it or just couldn't be bothered to use it in the first place.
That's true.
A summon shield rules probably sounds to me like, let's say me and Azdeek fight, right? And Azdeek can't bring a unit that I don't have. Imagine. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be really crazy
like,
about how this is going.
Yeah, I honestly don't think this is gonna be a great idea. To summon shield, like,
Why was this picture not put in English?
dude, summon shield just sounds so vague, and the fact that it's not even like we can summon in PvP, it just sounds weird, bro.
I mean, all I can do is expect a waiting because summon shield. Ugh, it might be that you might not be able to put out the character right away, even though the timer counts might be, but who knows?
Yeah.
It can mean anything at this point.
I just hope that it's like I always, when they try to do some experimental stuff like this, I always hope it's like in a separate playlist, like instead of just like directly into ranked and stuff like that. Because you know how like other games, they'll have like a public like test round or like a PTR where they'll like test new updates and stuff like that, let the players play around with it. And
Yeah.
I kind of I hope that they just do that instead of just forcing us. But because there's benefits to both, right? For them on their side of things, like it's gonna benefit them more to just force us to play it, so that way they get guaranteed data on how to improve it, how to tweak it, what to do next and stuff like that. But I already know that some people are not gonna like it, right? That's just how it is. Some people are just simply not going to like it. So I wonder how they're going to go about this.
I mean, they might be doing it the same like when they put the training battle and PvP separate. They might be putting a third slot in there so you can test it out.
Yeah. We don't know. Like, man, it's just, the sky's the limit. It looks like that name sounds so vague. And then obviously some people in the chat is saying that, you know, it might be just on like weird Google translating and stuff like that. But very interesting to say the least. Another thing that I wanted to go ahead and say, like on this on the Japanese tweet right here, it actually, for the Google Translate at least, it says information on new characters plural instead of just a singular one. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they'll talk about they'll say that we got the new LF and they'll announce the EX that comes alongside it, because that's pretty much all they do, right? Is new LF and then a new EX.
And that is still, to me, weird to this day.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks for sure. Like, I know ZVG, you already said too before, is that God Topo should have been on the same banner as SSBE, right?
Yeah, I saw a tweet on Twitter about I saw someone make that tweet about how they just put God Topo on GS banner. It'd be one of like the better banners in the game. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I agree. Like, stop releasing these one and live separate banners, bro. Like, it's not good for the game, and it's not good for the players to chase these units, bro. Like, it's really not a good feeling.
Yeah,
And
no good for the health either. When you summon
Yeah.
and you see the next banner, it's like, why didn't this show up with this?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's like, I think that's like such a scummy move on the Legends like development team. It's just that, like, for example, for ZVG as a perfect example, you get a God Key banner with like a really, really good God Key unit, right? And you're like, okay, well, like now I feel like I have to summon on this God Key as my main team. And then right after that, you get another God Key unit as the major focus, who is also someone that you want to invest in, right? So now you're forced to go ahead and split your CC between 2 banners, which just feels like it just feels bad.
Dude, it took me 18k plus to pull 1 Vegeta.
Yeah.
And I will say I am lucky. I was lucky after the 18k, but before the 18k, but it was horrible. It was horrible. Then Topo came out, and then it took me 9k to pull 1 Topo, bro. It was atrocious, man. It was atrocious, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like god awful, bro. I don't know.
Oh, but
what were you gonna say?
right. The video and stuff is starting on Tuesday, if you guys don't know.
Yeah. Video and stuff is going to be on Tuesday and stuff like that. And it's just, going back to like the Gohan banner, it's just, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up right here as well. It's just that, dude, this banner was just like, this was like peak Dragon Ball Legends banners right here. Like, I know like this Revival Gohan is an incredible issue right now, but like we need more banners like this, right? Like there's no way that they gave us something like this, gave us a taste of like a god tier banner, and then just absolutely just started like, and I know it was a 3rd anniversary banner and stuff like that, but it's like, dude, the units on this were like crazy. Like you had the Revival Gohan, you had the FSK Gohan, you had the future Gohan, and then you got like a really good movies team too. So like this literally could have fulfilled 2 teams main like core right here. Like like possibly, right? Like it's just I don't know, man. Like it's crazy. Even the unfeatured units right here are like not terrible. I mean, they only have a 12% drop rate and stuff like that, but this banner was absolutely like peak Dragon Ball Legends in terms of banners and stuff like that. And then just going to like a single unit LF step ups, it just not it at all.
Yeah. I'm still surprised that after the Legends anniversary step ups, the banners went back to 1 LF and 1 LF and 1 EX unit.
Yep.
And that bothered me a lot. Like, why couldn't you just combine? Because from what I saw, you could literally have combined Vegeta and EX Urine with the God of Destruction Topo and Cauliflower Kale, all in one.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't hurt anyone. Everyone would just be happy that you can actually get something.
Yep. I know a lot of people had the same complaints with the GT banner, right? On the anniversary. Is that because we know they had like GT units like in stock. Like they had them like on standby and stuff like that. They had the Ice Shenron, they had Nova Shenron, and then shortly after that, we also got Majube, we got the Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. And a lot of people were saying, dude, like some of these units should have just straight up been on the LS Super Saiyan 4 banner, and they could have ported some of the others onto the GT. Like it was just a lot of like questionable stuff going on right there, but that's just how it be sometimes. But not to change the subject, but who do you guys think that we're actually going to be getting? So now like we're getting into like new characters, a new LF more than likely and stuff like that. So, and we kind of already talked about it a little bit of anime sagas in particular. Do you guys think it's going to be an anime sagas LF unit?
Yes.
It's gonna be Bardock, LF, and Ultra Frieza.
Bardock, LF, and Ultra Frieza. Dude, that'd be a lot to drop on us at once.
Or I could just see being an Ultra Bardock, to be honest. That'd be pretty nice though.
I mean, if they are following from the equipment, of course I'm thinking it's an LF Bardock. Either Frieza or Shield is going to be. It depends on what Bardock is going to be there.
Yeah. My theory, I actually said this on a video that I did a couple days ago. My theory is that it's going to be completely unrelated to anime sagas, because what I was thinking is that when we got the Goten LF Zenkai, right? We got the Goten LF Zenkai, we got a plat equip, and then we got the Super Saiyan 2, or not the Super Saiyan 2, the Super Saiyan Blue Gohan Zenkai, right? So those two like came out like right after like each other and stuff like that, and those were kind of like the highlight units with the plat equips. But then when it came to the LF, that's when we got SSBE, right? And he was completely like left field, like nowhere near like the realm of Goten and Gohan. So I feel like it's going to be something that no one's going to expect at all.
Oh, that's true. That might actually be it. But if we thinking about anime originals, and if they are following that trend, we could think of it that it might not be even Bardock or Shield or Frieza. It might be even other anime original characters, like filler characters.
Yep.
There is an OVA. You know who Hatchyak is?
Dude,
I
yeah.
think he's-
Yeah.
Hatchak would be crazy.
That would be
Yeah,
insane.
because he could have been a powerful opponent unit, a really strong one.
Dude, I would love that. Just have some more
if
diversity.
it's not any anime original saga unit, I hope to God that it's LFL, bro. Like, just give LFL already.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
want to. I know a lot of people have been wanting that, and androids, low-key, they need it. I'm not gonna lie, androids has fallen off like really, really bad. Like I know you could argue that they're still like they have Android 18. I know a lot of people still they will die on the hill of
Use it.
Android 18, but the fact of the matter is just that androids is kind of like falling off a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I think it's going to be something like completely like way out of left field and stuff like that. But you know, you never know with this. Like nothing is guaranteed. We'll see. Maybe they still continue with the anime sagas and stuff like that. You know, maybe Goresh will finally get his wish and they'll drop a LF Garlic Jr. or something like that. I don't know. Because we were talking about it earlier, but Garlic Jr. technically can be a filler character, right? Because he has his
Yeah.
own little anime arc and stuff like that. He also has his movie and stuff, but maybe we get the
he
one
has his
specifically from the
arc
anime.
before Cell, I think.
Yep, exactly. So, you know, there's a lot of possibilities and stuff like that. That being said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break right here. And when we come back, we'll be answering questions from the chat. As always, donos will be prioritized, but we love you guys nonetheless. And we'll go ahead and read off some questions right here. We'll be right back.
See you guys.
Alrighty, guys. So we are back, and BattleAmore is going to be taking your guys' questions. So definitely drop them in the chat, and I'll hand it off to you, Battle.
Yes. Do give us some questions, and we will answer them as soon as possible.
Oh yeah. But you know, in the meantime, I have to go ahead and I have to show this meme real quick that ZVG just shared with me. Oh my.
Oh,
Hold on, bro. Like there ain't no way. There ain't no way. This is basically what we have right here. This is basically like the state of step ups right now, in just one singular
Yes.
picture.
yes, exactly what we're talking about. Why wasn't this a thing?
Yep.
Oh, from Ami Shikuru ask, do you guys think step ups will have featured 1% units again? I really like Future Gohan because it literally gave you an entire future team. I really do hope they do that. That would have been amazing. But from what they have done so far, I highly doubt it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I definitely do agree. Like step ups have to have more value. Like they have to give you like more bang for your buck, especially when you have like a lot of players that are like, you know, there's a lot of players that are free to play. There's a lot of players that are not too big on spending, but they do spend here and there. And I feel like they deserve like banners in which that's multiple units
That's
on
why
the banner
we-
can benefit their specific team.
Isn't that why we have the pity system?
I mean, you know, I like I've always said, the pity system is not terrible. I don't think the pity system is not terrible, but it doesn't really affect players like me specifically, and maybe I'm the outlier here, right? I could definitely be the outlier here, but I think ZVG can agree with me where like free to play players, it doesn't really matter. The pity system doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, I'm still getting the GSP tickets because I'm not spending enough CC on these banners to actually get the brand new units, right? So it's just
Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, though, I think the P system should have been like 30k for the first copy, and then after that, you know, but 40k is just like way too much, bro.
it's way too much.
Yeah. Miss has a question. Do you guys think they should change the sparking limited break banner to give regular C power instead of sparking C power, so you could give the new C power to EX unit and not just sparking?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why it's not.
Yes.
I remember the last banner that they had, the Limit Break banner. I tried. That's the first thing that I did, dude. Like I went and I was just like, I'm gonna give all of this to Goku, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that was. Why can you not give it to the EX unit you want to give it? Like every unit. Sure, Legends Limited is another step forward, but why not EX unit? Like it's not that really that hard.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just like, dude, it's just what is the downside? Like what are they giving up? Like there's no downside for them to just be like, okay, here guys, you guys can actually use this on your EX units. I don't see like no like repercussion for it.
Dude,
Yeah,
somebody in
and,
the chat said extreme limit break banner, bro. Anyway, I think the bigger issue about the EXs and Z power is the fact that the EXZ power that you can only hold one. I think that's before anything else. That is the biggest issue when it comes down to EXs and Z power, bro. Why is it that I gotta do one at a time for EXZ power, but yeah, with the sparking one I can do 10 at a time? Like,
Yeah.
bro, what? Like, and I can hold multiple as well. So it's like, huh? Like,
I mean, I think that we should have the C power like they have in co-op. It's like literally the same thing, just that you can put it on every unit.
Yep, 100% agreed.
So yeah, guys, if you have more questions, just put it on the comment or in the chat. Hey, it's Saigo has a question. Do you think we will see any of the changes that are scheduled for PvP before the New Year's celebration?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because in the video and stuff announcement, they already said that they're going to announce special rules for PvP this month, right? So we're already kind of seeing some of those changes a little bit here. I'm not too sure how drastic they're going to be, but we are getting some we're getting some stuff regarding PvP.
Yeah. The gamer 12345 is asking, would you like to see an LF Master Roshi? Yes, give him also the Super Warrior
Yes,
tag.
Super
Please,
Warriors.
No,
thank
no,
you.
Yes,
no,
give
no,
them
no,
Super
no,
Warriors.
no,
Make
no,
yes.
no.
CBG.
You got already your thing. Just let us get the thing.
LF Masaroshi, nah, a sparking one, yes.
Why?
But LF, I don't think so.
Why not an LF?
do you
He has
mean?
LF moments.
I don't think.
He
No,
has
he doesn't.
literally
He doesn't have
LF
any
moment.
He doesn't have any LF moment, bro.
Did you not see his Kamehameha?
Yeah, from
TN has more LF moments than Masaroshi does, bro. I can tell that right now, bro. TN has more LF moments.
I mean, sure, Tian has the
That
LF
Master
moment
Roshi.
against the second form Cell with his kick.
The worst take? What do you mean the worst take?
But still.
dude, literally, Master Roshi could just pull up his buff form just for a split second, and I'd be happy with that for just an LF.
Yes.
Like no joke.
Yeah,
Yes.
people in the chat are dude. TN's moment when he did the trap moves on Cell is more of an LF moment than anything Master Roshi has ever done in the entire
Okay,
series.
CBG, I'm not disagreeing at you, but why can we not have both?
Yeah, exactly. Super Warriors all around, man.
What is wrong with this?
That's fair. That's fair. But I think before we get any Master Roshi, we need a sparking TN. Thank you very much. We need that. We need that.
I mean, I agree with you, but what should he be with?
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind too, ZVG, that they're literally both in the same boat. Master Roshi doesn't have a sparking either.
Yeah, exactly.
At least he has a good EX.
No, yeah, totally. He cannot be solar flared.
Yeah, he has sunglasses. He has the sunglasses passive, the best passive in the entire game.
Oh, so good. Oh, another question from Hey It's Saigo. Another question. Do you guys think we will see a Summonal Ultra by or during the New Year's celebration? Yes.
Yes,
I
it's
think
either
we
gonna
will.
be Ultra MUI or it's gonna be Ultra Super Gogeta, and there's no in between. There's nobody else. I can't think of any other units in the game to give the first Summonable Ultra to. Like it's written in the stars, bro. It's written in the stars, man.
Yeah.
MUI or Gogeta? Yeah, I agree. I think it's if there's going to be a summonable Ultra, there obviously Goku is just the one that gets everything, right? Goku just gets everything. He gets the best units. He gets the best. Well, I mean, obviously Gohan too, but Goku pretty much gets a majority of the units, and then fusions is always just something that they know that will sell, right? Fusions will always
Yeah.
sell. So I can 100%. I honestly want to say like fusions more so than anything, but MUI is definitely right there.
Yeah. So let's see. What more question? Midnight Pie asks, "You think this is the best meta you have seen so far, PvP or not balance?"
This might be a little bit of a hot take. I was actually saying this in your chat the other day, ZVG, but I think
About what?
everyone, I think all the teams right now in this meta, like the top teams, I feel like all the teams have someone to carry them. Like I feel like there's a lot of diversity right now. Like I see Godkey a bunch.
Except Gaki.
I see Godkey a bunch, but yeah, I agree. Godkey I don't think is carried. Like I think if Clapku actually did like a ridiculous amount of damage, he would be carrying them 100%. But he's pretty much there too. If you get stuck with Clapku and they rush like your third unit other than Vados, like it's probably like it's almost like GG's, right? Almost GG's. But it's like with the other characters, with other teams, like I feel like even GT, like if you guys have ever like ran across a GT team with Majub, Super 17, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like you know that team is annoying. You know, like you have to always keep it in the back of your head that you're going to have a million green cards, that your enemy is going to have a million green cards, and you have to watch out. So they're carried in that aspect. They have the endurance as well. Hybrids, as you guys all know, they have 5 lives practically. The 5 lives team, they're easily carried, right? And then like regeneration, just the amount of tankiness that they do. I feel like, the top teams are all like carried in a way. And by what I mean by carried is just like they have so much room for error. Like you can make so many mistakes and still come out in a really, really good situation.
I agree.
Yep. But, for the most part, I don't think this meta is terrible. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's absolutely like the most stale meta that we've ever received or the most like frustrating meta. It can be tedious. Like I know everyone has like their specific teams that they hate going against though. That's what I'm noticing the most is that there's always like one team that I'm seeing a lot this meta that completely like turns your like it just dampens your mood like heavily. Like for ZVG, I know it's Saiyans, right? I know ZVG hates going against Saiyans, bro.
I don't hate Saiyans, bro. The feeling that I feel when I fight Saiyans is more than hatred. I don't know the word for it, bro, but it's not hatred, bro. It's way above that, bro. Like I really wish that the team just got eliminated from the game for life. I wish everybody who runs that team will their phones just got destroyed, bro. On some real shit. Yeah, like I really hate Saiyans, man.
When you see Saiyans, this is literally 2 units that you will always use, and that is the green Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Legends Limited, and the Angel Vegeta.
Yep, always. It's always them too.
Always.
Saiyans is the most.
It's the same with the hybrids. You will always use purple Gohan and FSK Gohan.
Yep, but
same thing.
But for me, I don't think Saiyans is not the team that triggers me. Actually, it's like regeneration is the team that really triggers me.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I disagree. I disagree. I'm much because here's the big difference between Regen and Saiyans to me. With Regen, they're annoying, but at least they're not gonna be passive as hell, going to the back of the field, waiting with their green cards, floating like they got, schizophrenia or whatever, and just like spazzing out trying to bait side steps or whatever. Like Regen is gonna pummel you, and they're gonna be annoying doing it. With Saiyans, they're gonna be floating back all the way to the back of the field, with their green cards, with their blue cards, all that nonsense, sub count reduction, all this. It's so unbelievably stupid just how annoying and passive that team is, bro. Like,
I mean, everyone has something that triggers them.
Yeah.
Like Tom, for example, he hates hybrids.
Yeah, see.
Even though he still used them.
Yeah, I can definitely see that and stuff. That's why I think this meta is actually not too bad. Like I said, it's not just because you're not only seeing one team, right? You definitely have that team that like dampens your mood and everything like that. But for the most part, it's just like if you're just running into like other teams and stuff like that aren't really just triggering you, you're not having like a bad time per se, right? Like I know a lot of you guys meme around and be like, yeah, Dragon Ball Legends is not fun, but it's like it's not I don't think it's in a terrible state right now at all.
I mean, there have been worse states.
I completely agree.
If people were in the VB meta, they know. Because literally you could only cover once. And that time was terrible.
Yeah, that was it. It's honestly, it's crazy to think back in the day when you could only like cover change once. It's actually crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
how did we ever survive?
Was Vados like even a thing in those days, bro? Like
No.
Yeah, she
no.
was.
she was?
No.
She
'cause
was,
when she
she
came
was
out,
the-
that's when the change
Oh,
happened.
okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
exactly.
Because there's no way Vados would ever be able to even step foot into PvP during that time.
Oh,
All right, so we have time for one more question. So go ahead and drop it in the chat.
okay, guys, drop the last question here, and I will answer it. We will answer it, but I will say it.
Yep.
What collab would you like? I think the collab question is a pretty good question to end it off.
Oh, okay, what collab would you like Legends to do next? It's I personally want Xenoverse and get Toa and
Ooh, a Demon
in
Realm.
there.
Oh,
And
that'd
give
be
Deborah
nice.
a Demon Realm tag.
No,
I
we
would
don't care
agree.
about the Bura, but Tora and Mira would be nice because they would be they would have a powerful opponent. But we wouldn't care about the Bura. I'm sorry, Paul, but Mira and Tora would be pretty good to have the powerful opponent tag. And also like since we know that they do game collabs, I think it wouldn't be far fetched to say that we could get some Xenoverse collabs, especially
I
since
mean, we
Dims-
have been having collabs like Kakarot Goku. We have been from Fighters as well.
Yep.
I mean, Legends is the
So it
only
is a
game that
possibility
collabs
to
with the
regain
same
that.
franchise though.
If it's within the same franchise, there is also a Dragon Ball 3DS game known as Dragon Ball Fusion.
Yes, bro.
I would like those
Yep,
characters.
me too. Dokkan has, bro. If Dokkan can get them, then we can get them 100%. But
Yeah.
I think for me, it has to be, it absolutely has to be Heroes, bro. Like Heroes has some of the most craziest stuff that I have ever seen. Like if Heroes was around when I was like a little kid, bro, like I would be going crazy, man. Like the stuff that they do, it just does not make sense. The characters that they have just does not make sense, but it makes me happy, man. Just seeing them, like just all the crazy stuff that they do. Like they have Super Saiyan 4 Broly on there, right? Like I saw Super Saiyan 3 Rose, like Super Saiyan, like, and he, like, I was just like, what? Like, what is going? Like, if we got something like that, dude, I don't know.
Super Saiyan Blue Majin Vegeta.
Dude, is that a thing in Heroes? Is that actually?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my,
Yeah,
I
did
haven't
you
even
not see?
seen that, bro. That sounds crazy. Yeah,
Well, it was insane, just to say.
my God, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, I would like Heroes too, but I have highly doubts because Heroes is just Japanese only thing.
Yeah,
While Xenoverse is actually technically Heroes, but made sure it be announced around the world.
yeah. I definitely do. Like, I can see that for sure. But, like, to even go back to your question, Polarizer, like, I feel like Heroes, too, is a more, like, broad collab where you could still possibly get Toa and stuff like that, too, right? You can still get Toa for
Yeah.
because she's
You
heavily
can get
involved in that.
Toa, you can get Toa, Mira, you can get Demigra, you can get the Time Breaker, Bardock, many other things you can get.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
There's so many possibilities in this.
Yeah, dude. That would be a dream come true right there. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
All right.
would be nice.
So, with that being said, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of the Dragon Ball Legends podcast. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. As always, make sure you guys follow all of our social medias, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. We got TikTok, Instagram, everything under the sun. And to follow our creators right here, we have BattleAmore, who streams on Twitch. We have ZVG, who also streams on Twitch. Both are phenomenal, immaculate streamers.
And we have Azdeek, who doesn't stream on Twitch because he's lazy. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of streaming on Twitch, definitely join us tomorrow because we are going to be streaming Legends as a department, Legends department as a whole. Definitely tune in. We'll be having some fun over there, getting our rushes guests and all that good stuff. But that being said, that's going to be the podcast right there. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if there's parts that you missed and you want to go back and watch, there will be a premiere on YouTube going up. I believe it is on Tuesday, Monday. I'm actually not sure, but there will be a version of it going up on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
See See you guys. Peace.